Oh God, my hair's all here, man. I've had my hair cut. Do I look gay? The barber says I look, he says I've got a very old school haircut. I know that's a compliment. Oh, he's taking piss. He says, I said, I like it like that. I don't like to have lots cut off. I said, I'm getting old. And he says, very old school. He says, you look like the Godfather. I went, well, that's all right then. But I think personally he's taking the piss. Anyway, where I'm going to go now, I'm going to drive to Lillafüred and do a bit of a video at Lillafüred. It's getting warm, nice weather now. Nem kell más. Get boy. What is wrong with me? I can't breathe. Why is that car not going straight, Edgenash? Jesus Christ, this country, he's about vegan now.
No, it's a Ferrari.
Ah, that's why he didn't work. Can you go board it for me? Go on board. It's on Zoom. It's on Zoom. Can't it? Why that lamp not in Miskolc? Why ninch easier and on the one? Oh, Levente, Nodgen Russ. Gonna have to piss you. What's the nod on? Hi everybody. We're at, I've come to Lillafüred. I've just parked over there, behind the. Obviously, because we're higher up. Because we're higher up here, obviously there's still snow on the ground, as you can see. Come on, Jeremiah. Mitchenard. As you can see, Levente's on a school tour with me, aren't you? School tour. I'm giving him some, teaching him some horticultural. Horticultural, is that plant, isn't it? So we're going on a bit of a walk up this beautiful. In this Erdo, the dog there, and he's looking at us. We're going for a nice walk in this little forest here. So you can actually feel the coldness. You know, because I've had my ears trimmed. So if you look up there, see, if I was a child, I'd come flying down there on a sledge. And I'll probably go straight through that fence and I'll end up straight in their living room. Hey, where are you going? So, yeah, so we're going to see what this is all about here. Glad I bought me thicker coat now. Have a little bit of a wildlife walk. I need a bit of oxygen, you know. I think because I've not been getting myself out enough. I think that's why I've been having breathing difficulties. And this is what I'm saying, I'm not even a big guy, am I? Shouldn't be like this. I've got this coughing problem. I'm trying to get some fresh air. Looking at this, it looks like it's this rock. It's all limestone. Van Jäg igen. Så Jäg. Visas vad ni ser, men Patron Hungary or pro nobis. So what you see here, this is the obviously we're in Lillafüred. This is the Palace Hotel. And what you see here, this normally is what you call the Sinfa stream. So this is what goes. This is what surrounds the actual hotel. So if I go down here, obviously it's all dried out because we've not really had any rain. So the August Hotel Palota, as you can see, is a Lake Amari, which sits at the bottom of the Palace Hotel. It's all frozen. Normally, many years ago, they used to do ice skating on here when it used to freeze over. I mean, you can see probably people have been throwing stuff on it now, but you can go on like rowing boats and everything on here. It don't look that magical at the moment. But the Sinfa stream, what I said earlier, the Sinfa stream runs into this. And then obviously if this starts to overfill, then because it all runs from the Bükk Mountains, because this is all the Bükk. This is the eastern part of the Bükk Mountains. The eastern part. And this is where the Palace Hotel sits. So if I come round with the camera right now, come round, you can see the Palace Hotel here. Now if you want to stay here, I'm going to give you like a minimum price. For a minimum price to stay here, I had a look for 2 adults and for if the children are below 12 years old, it still works out around 1,000 to 1,500 UK pounds. That is for 6 days. It's around £100 a night for one person. So a lot of people tend to just stay here for a couple of days, unless they're travelling quite a distance. So this is the Simfer stream, what runs, which runs around the side of the Palace Hotel. And also what you get here is there's 6 like hanging gardens, and in 1913 a dog fell down this hole. Fell down into, obviously they didn't, this is when they discovered the cave. So yeah, so the dripstone cave, that's actually called Dog's Hole. That's where the dog fell down in 1913 when they saved it. But a lot of this area was all prehistoric. He's been there that long, he's turned to stone. So you got all these little, I know where to come now if I ever end up on the streets. Vitez Nagybánya or That Mythos. This is the old Hungarian, old Hungary. So it's to commemorate Hungary. As you can see, the Palace Hotel sits just above. It's a beautiful hotel. So this hotel, it's a neo-Renaissance style, and it was all designed by a chap called Kalman Lux. And it's surrounded by 3 mountains in the Bükk Mountains. There's my comrade. I think he's looking for somewhere to live. So this was one of the main hunting castles, and it opened in June the 5th, 1930. And then when they did it, because of all the way it's built on, all the rocks, what surround it, that's when they decided to build hanging gardens, to build 6 gardens surrounding it. And I can see that little fox up there. There's a fox up there. See him? Actually, up there's a little fox sitting in that rock there. See him? They filmed a film here called Sinbad. And there's a Hungarian movie, and this film was done in 1970. And they've done a lot of skating on the lake itself, on the Mare Lake. And Fruzina, who was this actor you see here, she was played by Anna Nodge. So this chap, István Főherceg, this is where he died. So this is just to remember him when he died in 1847. In a dream car, we're crossing the silver forests on the spring of our hearts. In the brilliant powder of golden highway, we are flying in the fairy car. We are guarded by angels up in the sky, and destiny is the one who drives. We'll keep on flying into the joy and happiness in the wonderful car from the tales. See, normally the Silver Stream runs down there, but it's all dried out because they just not enough rain. Everything's dried out, so it falls into there. See, I mean, this Silver Stream is 20 kilometres long. Fetzel. Bee cutter. See, like these, this is a typical thing in Hungary. They do it at Budapest, do it at loads of places. People put a padlock on all these when you love somebody, and you put both your names on it. So you just put your names on it and put a padlock. Somebody's put a piston on there. It's a piston for car. This garden we're in right now is the Flora and Fauna terrace garden. Obviously there's nothing really to look at the minute, to be honest with you, because obviously it's winter. But I have been here. I've been here many years ago in the summer. God, that's growing out of there. So you know, even here now, they've still got a lot of cold winter plants what grow and come out of the rocks and everything. Like your yellow violets and things like that. Your fauna. Lots of wall creepers. This chap here is a naturist, not a naturalist. He was born in 1835 and died in 1914. Herman Otto. I called one of my cats Otto. That's going to be me. That'll be me in a few years, isn't it? He did a lot of animal protection, or you know, and things like that. He was brought up as a child in Diósgyőr, which is just outskirts of Miskolc, where they got the football ground. So he used to. He's one of these finders of trying to discover and get as much information as he could of prehistoric man around this parts, because it's so old. He was the founder of the Hungarian Ornithology Association. He dedicated all his time here to the Amari Lake and the Bükk Mountains. You know, because he made all this his life. He made all this his life. A bit like me and my dogs. I bet he didn't get stressed like me though, did he? So this is the Anna Cave. This is the Anna Cave here. I've been in here before. That's when it opened in 1926. And Petőfi Sándor Petőfi, he was a famous Hungarian poet, which this is what they all learn in the schools here. He used to write a lot of poetry about this cave. Hello, Anna Barlang is cave. So this is the Anna Barlang cave. You can see. Freezing in there. I can't even imagine what it's like. See that cave water, the waterfall, it had come down there and then run straight off here, then all the way down here again. So, if you ever fancy staying here, Palace Hotel, Renaissance style. I mean, it is a very, very nice place. They've got saunas, jacuzzis, gymnasium, or you got TVs, fridges, you got everything in your room, internet, really good internet, you got swimming baths, you've got everything. So if you fancy a bit of extra stay just on the outskirts of Miskolc, in the Bükk Mountains, in the valleys, then I suppose this is the place to stay. I mean, I'd say for a long weekend break, get a cheap flight from England, I think you'll be alright. I mean, 20 kilometres this runs for, from the top of the Bükk Mountains. See, we've got somebody, a family, looks like a couple of parents and a child already on the lake. I don't think I'd want to take my child on the lake. I mean, that bit where they're on there don't look the thickest, the way it looks like some of it's already been broke away and froze over again. I mean, I'm not too sure, but I think this lake is around 9 metres deep, and I can't believe there's a young girl on there with a mum and dad. Actually on a section which is actually broken, refroze over, and they're ice skating on it. I mean, I wouldn't mind, but yeah, it's cold, but it's nothing like it has been. You see, all the rock is limestone, and also the Amari Lake, it has a lot of cold water trout. I want to put Untitled Chapter. Bulldog ember. Wycinać ten shot beso i on poczuć się beso nem. Idioto.
Okay. His last is parking.
I mean,
It's on his left.
I want to go on the. What about the stair lift? What about the ride?
Another time.
Here's the grounds, the garden. More parking areas.
The ride is not here.
Emmy?
Ride is not here.
Right, is it here?
It's not here.
Yeah, Ulvar.
It's the Borsod.
And this what you see here. This is the Lillafüred little train what runs into the Bükk Mountains, and it stops on small areas where you can get a drink, hot drink, coffee, hot food, cold food, and it actually runs through the forest itself, so everything's closed at the minute. So you'd wait there, get on your lift, and you'd go through the tunnel of darkness, that void, and away you go. Now you have to imagine when you come here in summer, it is actually beautiful in summer. It is actually beautiful because it's all green and lush. It looks beautiful. Oh, regarding dogs, look, no dogs allowed. Always have a picture of a German Shepherd, but always no dogs allowed anywhere on parks.
Cool.
Yeah, so yeah, no dogs allowed. I mean, you know, this is like the perfect place for, I mean, you got little ATM machines as well, small ATM machines. Remember, it's not just Hungary. Whenever you use a card machine for your bank card and you want Hungarian money, please listen to me now. Always, when you obviously for yourselves, you're going to put in English. You're going to put when you go onto the machine, it's going to ask you what language you want. Remember, put in English to help you out. This goes for anybody. And then it's going to ask you look, wild cat there, look. And then it's going to ask you, what currency do you want your money in? Please remember, you want it in Hungarian HUF, Hungarian forint. Do not have it in, you don't want the exchange rate done into your English money. You're not going to get English notes even if you click on that. The idea is, obviously, all you people who, I'm not talking to you like you're a load of idiots. What I'm trying to say to you is, it says English pounds or Hungarian forint, the exchange rate. Always you want it in Hungarian HUF, Hungarian forint, because you lose out. And that's if you get to Czech Republic, any of these places. And I imagine that's the same in, you know, imagine it's the same when you're getting euros, when you're in Spain or wherever else you go, Italy. No, don't count me on that, but I'm saying to you, here, these Eastern Bloc countries, you definitely need to do that. Always get it in Hungarian HUF, the exchange rate. So let's just say 10,000 forint. You know, there's a time when that was closer to £30. At the minute, 10,000 forint is coming out about 24 to £25 in English money. I mean, I imagine Brexit has caused a lot of this problem. So you can see at the minute also, I'm heading back towards the car, but like all these small dining areas, look, all your buffet areas, bistro, a lot of them are closed, which I would have thought, I can understand it being it's Friday today, but I would have expected them to sell some hot drinks, even a hot coffee somewhere, even if it were near the actual the Palace Hotel. I mean, you see in England we have all that, don't we? Look here, Vendag has, so that's like a little restaurant and everything you can eat. And these these are the type of things you see in the outdoor swimming baths, where you like a buffet style. And this is like the old pubs, like my girlfriend's pub. This is how the pubs are normally in Hungary, in the little towns. Sometimes like buffet pubs, and you get a drink and whatever, and just sit down. But you see, like things like this, alright, you wouldn't be allowed this, like this, wouldn't be allowed in England. This wouldn't be allowed in England, you know that. Here, they don't care. Obviously, one of the water pumps, the old-fashioned ones for people who ain't got water, that'll work, comes straight from the mountains itself. But there's my beautiful red Ferrari Classicus, 1.4 litre, 70 horsepower. It's a beast. It's even had new tyres on it. What a car. Right, anyway, I hope you enjoyed the little bit of information I gave you regarding to Lillafüred, set in the tranquil forest of the Bükk Mountains. Obviously this is absolutely a mini core. This is like nothing of the tourist area itself of Bükk Mountains. Look there, it's freezing. Do you want to visit it, kitchen? Yeah, so much is closed. I mean, it is a lovely place. It's really nice in summer. It is a lovely place. I'm sure they had a lift here in the mountains. Well, for some reason it seems I can't find it. And I've just asked somebody, and they've just said to me that there isn't one. But I swear to God, when I came here last time, there was one. Here it is. There is one. It's there. Yeah, there is one. Closed. It goes up there. Can you see it? So, luckily, I didn't drive all the way down here looking for it. I knew there was one, but obviously it's closed. So there you go. I've got one because it was open when I came here before winter. So obviously it's all closed. I'll tell you what. My thumb, you know, where my thumb broke with my dogs, the bit through my thumb by accident, my fault. Through my bone's massive on my thumb. My knuckle on my thumb is terrible. It looks horrible. Completely, absolutely. It's like it shattered the bone in the centre. Well, obviously, blood goes to the area, doesn't it, when you break a bone? That's why you're supposed to get it done straight away, fixed. I never went to doctors, did I? So all the blood's gone there. You know, your calcium builds it all up again. So basically what's happened is, it's just formed into a bigger bone. But personally, I just don't even like looking at it anymore. But they're pain, because it's so cold here, absolutely killing me. It's so sore. Yeah, we're having a drive because I got in the car because I wanted to make sure that I was right, that there was ski lifts. Imagine how bad it here is in the deepest part of winter. There's a vodkuchi now, Leventa. There's a vodkuchi. No, he's blocked all the wheels. It's a vodkuchi. That looks like a hunting jeep, which isn't very nice. I don't think he's a walker. So we're going back down the, I'm not going all the way back up. I just wanted to make sure that I was right, that there was some seating lifts. We'll run into the mountains itself, to the top of the hills. See how the shop far event here, man. Look all the way all the trees have come down. I mean, some of them would have probably been caught if they was damaged or through bad weather, so they don't fall onto the road, or probably some have fell onto the roads in bad weather, and then they just put them back for the animals and everything. Because you know, in Hungary, you're not allowed to be going around stealing wood. Get caught cutting down trees because a lot of houses haven't got proper gas, so they have to burn. Get caught, you can get put in prison here. You probably won't get put in prison straight away. You'd probably get a few massive fines, but if you did it a few times and got caught, you will be in prison. Anyway, don't forget, like, subscribe, share to people, bell icon. Helps me out a lot, because I need to start getting paid off. I need to get monetized. It's absolute nightmare. Not as easy as what you think. You know, you go out doing all these videos and things like that. People think, I mean, like what I've just done now, I've probably spent around, what time did I get here? So we're looking at around 3 o'clock now. I pulled up here about 1 o'clock. So I've been a couple of hours walking around in the cold. Obviously, it's a good hour drive back. Good hour drive here. So you know, then I've got to go home and I've got to go and edit the videos, like later on. And that is a pain, because you have to cut all your bits out what you don't want. Parts of silly footage or crap footage. People think it's easy, and it isn't easy. And that I can imagine. I mean, this is just a small part of a video, what I did here in winter. So you can imagine how awkward it can be for people. But anyway, don't forget, I'll see you all later. Bye.